week I'm going to be showing you how to make a fish pie. For this recipe you're going to need 1 kilogram of Maris Piper potatoes. You're going to need 400 grams of mixed fish such as haddock, cod or salmon. You're going to use 400 ml of milk. You're going to use 25 grams of margarine, 25 grams of flour. You're going to need an extra amount of margarine such as 15 grams for doing your mashed potato and a splash of milk for doing your mashed potato. You're going to need a handful of grated cheese. You're going to need a handful of sweet corn and a handful of petit pois. You also may like to add some herbs such as some chopped chives. You'll also need 1 teaspoon of either English mustard or Dijon mustard. The next thing you'll need to do is wipe down your surfaces with a damp soapy cloth and then spray your work surface with an antibacterial spray to kill any bacteria. Okay, so the next stage is you're going to be peeling your potatoes and cutting them, first of all using your bridge method, into half. Put them onto the flat surface, cut into half again, and then bridge method, cut into 4. So you've actually got 8 sections per each potato. If they're a bit smaller, like this one, then you're just trying to make sure that they're of similar size to the 8s that you've cut. You're then going to place them using your slotted spoon into your water so that it doesn't splash any starch. If your water looks too full at this stage, don't be afraid to empty a little bit out. The idea of doing similar sized pieces is that each of your potato pieces will be done cooking at an equal time. Place your pan onto the heat with the lid and bring to the boil so that we have a rolling boil. When your boiling potatoes have come to the boil, you can lift the lid up slightly to let the steam out and turn down the heat so that it is gently bubbling. Prepare your spring onion by taking off the root and slicing where it starts to be. Just going to use my knife, so I'm holding it steady with my claw. And I'm now going to take off the outer 2 layers because it's been waving around in Mr. Farmer's field. So not only is it dirty, but it might be quite rubbery from where the sun's got at it. So I've got nice shiny onion now. That can all be composted. And then using my claw method, I'm going to hold it and I'm going to be cutting it. You can use a pair of scissors if you want to. I'm going to cut it all the way along the onion, very small bits. Melt your margarine with your spring onions, turn off your heat and then add your 25 grams of flour. You're now ready to add your 400 ml of milk. At this stage you will now need to swap over to a balloon whisk if you have one. Up on full and whisk continually until your white sauce goes thick. When your white sauce has thickened, you can turn off the heat. To make this a vegan white sauce, you could use alternative as in soya milk along with your vegan margarine and your flour. If you didn't want to use spring onion, you could use an alternative such as chives, either dried or fresh, cut up into small pieces. The spring onion is going to give my sauce an oniony flavour. Once the viscosity of your sauce has started to thicken, turn off your heat and add 1 teaspoon of your Dijon mustard. this will add flavour. You are now ready to add your mixed fish. You will be adding approximately 400 grams of your mixed fish. Today I'm going to be using salmon, cod and smoked haddock. Add your mixed fish. You may need to drain it first. Stir into your sauce. Add a handful of petit pois and a handful of sweet corn. Obviously these are optional, and if you don't want to add them, then don't. You can also, I'm going to fold that in so it's all mixed in, and you can also add a handful of chives to your mix. Wash your chives and then snip them into your mixture. This will give it colour and flavour. You're now ready to spoon this into your dish. Spoon your fish mixture into your oven-proof dish. Add a splash of milk and a tiny amount of margarine, we're talking 15 grams, into your mix. Add salt and pepper to season. To make this recipe more healthier, you could use semi-skimmed milk or skimmed milk. To make this recipe suitable for vegans and vegetarians, we're just talking the mashed potato only, you could use soy milk and vegan margarine. And to make this recipe more richer, you could add some cream, double cream, only a little bit instead of your splash of milk. Or to change the flavour and also change the richness, you could add some cheese to your mash to make it a cheesier mash. Spoon your potato onto your fish mix. Spread out with a knife if needed. Use the back of a fork to create tram lines on your fish pie. This will help spread out your mixture as well. Sprinkle cheddar cheese on to make a decorative finish and make a crispy, golden, tasty topping. The last part, you're going to place your fish pie into the oven 25 to 30 minutes. Place on the middle shelf so you can keep an eye on it. Okay, so it's been 25 minutes